is back, and oh my goodness, I look like a mess because I had a long, busy day today, but I had to do a reaction video to these amazing trailers we had today. Oh my goodness, we finally got a trailer for Marvel's Spider-Man PS4 2, and we got a huge new reveal for a new video game, Wolverine Ps5. I'm so happy with this. Let's break it down to all the goodness. So, a Marvel Spider-Man was the funnest game I've ever, the funnest superhero game I've ever played, if not the best experience I've ever had with a video game. I've been waiting so long for the sequel to come out. I was super excited for Venom, and then they absolutely delivered on the trailer. They've got the voice of Candyman playing Venom, and it was so exciting. So the trailer has a voice with an accent, and I'm like, who is this character? And by the end, someone kickstarted it in my mind. I'm like, oh, it's Kraven. I guarantee that is Kraven in the trailer, because he keeps talking about that he has not found his match yet, and that he is disappointed in that. And who else would be saying that other than Kraven the Hunter? And then Venom, of course, we get, of course, Peter Parker and Miles Morales out there, and then Venom comes in the end and says that he accepts the challenge to finally be who I assume is Kraven's match. And it was just excellent voiceover, and it got me hyped for it. It's going to be a different take on Venom. It's going to be, spoilers for Spider-Man PS4, it's going to be Harry Osborn this time as Venom, but I love Venom, and I'm really interested to see this different take. I've been waiting for this game so long because I really, really loved Miles Morales in the first Spider-Man game, and I was really hoping for some co-op in the second game, which could really utilize Miles Morales, Spider-Man's powers, you know, with electricity, with his intelligence, and make that be a different experience as you play his character through the game. Sort of like in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, one of my favorite games. Like, you got Sonic, you have Tails later on in the games going on, you had Knuckles. They all have different abilities that makes them unique to play, and that's what I'm really looking forward to in this game. I was concerned that when they did a Miles Morales spin-off game that I wouldn't get like the sidekick co-op in Spider-Man 2 like I was hoping for, but they're still going in that direction. He's heavily featured in the trailer. We get both Spider-Men, and yeah, it's everything I would have wanted, and I can't wait to see the new characters, the new villains in the game, Kraven again. The one thing is that I'm just not really sure how they can change up the gameplay to be fresh without doing anything worse than the first game, because the first game, I don't know about anyone else here, the first game I thought was just perfect in terms of gameplay. I loved getting able to free roam the city and swing around. I loved the different gadgets you were able to acquire. There was really nothing. If there was any flaw in the gameplay of the first game, it was so minor I just didn't notice it. I just completely enjoyed the entire game. I loved that game. I've played it through twice now. So yeah, I'm not really sure how they could change anything up other than the inclusion of Miles Morales and his abilities. I'm not sure how they could change anything up without maybe doing something unnecessary or making the gameplay worse. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below what you think they will change in the gameplay, or anything that you'd like to see changed. As of now, I'm just really happy with everything I've seen. I love Venom, I love Kraven the Hunter, I love Peter Parker and Miles Morales being able to team up, and I can't wait to see where the story goes from here. And I'm definitely gonna get a PS5 now. Like, everyone is gonna have to get a PlayStation 5 now with these trailers. And speaking of these trailers, yes, pair of trailers. We got a new Marvel game from Insomniac coming out, and it is Marvel's Wolverine. And I'm thrilled for this, and I didn't expect this at all, because lately it's been like, with video games, you focus on Batman, you focus on Spider-Man, you focus on the Avengers, you focus on the characters or the teams that are already getting, you know, so much content all over the place. Like, it's always an avalanche of content from the same characters. But I feel like we've kind of had a break from Wolverine lately. Like, ever since Logan in 2017, I feel like we haven't really seen much of the X-Men in other media besides comics. We haven't seen Wolverine anywhere. So when they, and you know, a lot of stuff is just spin-offs. Like, Venom is a spin-off of Spider-Man, and he gets his own movie. And Miles Morales is a Spider-Man spin-off character. He gets his own movie. So lots of things just spinning off of, you know, the same properties that are very similar, like Spider-Man. So Wolverine, though, completely different character, and that tells me that we're going to get something entirely new, completely different gameplay for a character like Wolverine. You're not going to be flying around or swinging around the city like him. I'm expecting something very grounded. So this is something that gets me excited, because I don't know what to expect really from a Wolverine video game. But it's from Insomniac, and they just made one of my favorite video games ever. So I can trust that they're going to really put the effort into this game and really pull something off amazing with it. So it's like, you can 100%, it's not like the Avengers game, which turned out to be kind of a disaster, and people were predicting that because of the game company that was making it. But you can bet Wolverine video game, they will do well with it. If you think a Wolverine video game sounds amazing, then you can stick with that, because you know that it's in the right hands right now. I'm really hoping for characters like X-23 to come in, because I loved her so much in the Logan movie. I'm curious. Oh, I'm so excited. Other X-Men might show up in this movie. I guarantee Deadpool will show up. I really hope that if we do get other X-Men, that Rogue will show up, just because she's my favorite X-Men. But importantly, Wolverine and Spider-Man are now in the same universe of video games, so now we have our own Marvel universe in the video game universe, which I'm not sure if we've had that before, but I think it's great, and I'm really hoping, since both these games are both slated for 2023, I think Spider-Man is coming first. I really hope that Wolverine makes an appearance in the Spider-Man game first, and that leads into his video game. I think that the Wolverine video game might end up being more hype than Spider-Man 2. Well, I don't know if that's possible, but it's Wolverine. We're finally getting some Wolverine content, and you know that they're going to put a lot of money and effort into it. It's not going to be just a little, glitchy video game that it sounds great by concept and then turns out terrible. You know it's going to be good. So, I'm really excited to seeing how this game universe for Marvel expands. I really hope that DC steps up this game with their more game trailers at DC Fandom, and I just hate that we have to wait 2 years for both these games, but I can't wait to see what comes next with them. What did you think about the Spider-Man 2 trailer? What did you think about the Wolverine game reveal? Let me know in the comments below. Please remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications for more reactions, reviews, short films, and more from my channel, and I'll see you next time.